I'm Kitty, and this is Hustle Season.
Bam, bam, bam.
We meet in with the biggest hustlers in the city. Artists, models, entrepreneurs, you name it.
I'm a man. Yeah.
So y'all know what season it is. Let's get to hustling.
Look, I done got them to throw me a bag, but I can't look out for everybody. I don't know who you got watching your gram. I can't take pictures with everybody.
Hey everybody, it's Kitty, owner of Kitty's Closet and Kitty Quinn Productions. We're here for another episode of Hustle Season. Today we have a very special guest. Introduce yourself for the people.
What's good, y'all? Barz Banga, CEO of Barz Banga Entertainment. Happy to be here. Let's get it.
Let's get it. So, Barz, I know you dropped some new music and everything.
Yes.
I want to know everything. Like, you dropped the album. What's up with it?
Yo, it's definitely going great. December 1st, the cook-up came out. The first single, The Gift, paying homage to all my brothers that I was locked up with, going crazy.
That's dope.
Worked with a lot of great producers on the project. One of the producers is from London, right? So he put me through with a lot of connections in London, and they really pumping the album crazy out there. It's
How
real
dope
great.
is that? How does that make you feel? I mean, that's a whole different.
And it's crazy because the cook-up is like, when I set out to make the album, right, I just let it, guide me where I needed to go.
Right.
So I knew I had all the ingredients to make it a good album, right?
Yeah.
For me, I wanted it to be something I was proud of, right? So I cooked it up, served it to the people. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, I'm proud of myself at the end of the day. But people seem to like it, so
Yes, and I'm sure they will like it. I've heard some music myself from it, and I'm impressed. I think that you're very, talented. So what do you feel like the struggles are that you deal with being a artist in Buffalo? Because I know that you've been through some things. You had to overcome a lot of things that some people may not have. So what challenges do you find yourself running into being a Buffalo artist? Well, not saying a Buffalo artist because, we all have the capability to be abroad, but just saying from being from here and just, basically putting your music out as a Buffalo artist.
Got you. So I'm originally from Brooklyn. I rep Brooklyn crazy. After I got out of the pen after 17 years, I moved to Buffalo.
Okay.
So Buffalo is like the second chapter of my life, my second home. I love Buffalo. The people have been great to me, allowed me to, step into, my responsibilities as a man, gave me everything I needed to do that. Now, business-wise, working in Buffalo, I think not the hardest, but one of the difficult things that I ran into is networking, right? So, someone may have, some connections I need to, for my business to get ahead. And because, I ain't grow up with them or, I ain't in a circle, I might not get those connections. But at the end of the day, I found that, if you never give up on that, right? If one person is not giving you the information or the connections you need, keep it moving. I definitely ran into some great people. Shout out to my man Tyree from 353 Studios. Great brother, produced a track on the album. I love working with him. And my thing is I want to change, right? I want to change the culture of Buffalo, at least the hip hop scene, and the R&B scene too, right? I want it to be where we could network and work with each other, in a professional manner, and put our differences aside and get to the money, because there's a lot of opportunities, especially now with Griselda blowing up, Penny blowing up. It's a lot of opportunities for people to where the spotlight is going to be on Buffalo. People are going to look for that talent, right, and know that it's there, and it's up to people to step up to the plate because when time comes for your time to shine, you know what I mean? As long as, you know what I mean, you're putting your right foot forward and being professional and living up to, you know, what you say you want to do, you know what I mean? It's the opportunities are endless.
Yes, and that is a fact. And I do see that with the Buffalo entertainment industry, there is like a lot of negativity that goes on that really hinders us as a whole. Instead of us coming together and putting all of our talents, you know, with the reality shows, the music, the performances and everything like that, it's like becoming like a big like competition. And competition is going to come either way, but it's just been getting crazy around here. And I just wish that everybody could just, you know, realize we're all talented in our own way. We all could just bring these ideas, bring all of our different thought process, ideas, and everything together to create a big thing. And I do see some people trying to do that. Which is a great thing. But yeah, I love that mindset. You know, I always love to see artists using their gifts to not only push themselves, but to push everybody else.
Definitely. And not only, you know, Barz Banga is an artist, right? So I'm an artist, but I'm also a businessman. I run my own company, Raise the Bar Entertainment. So with my mindset of my company is that, listen, you know what I mean? If you show me that you're worthy of me giving you an opportunity, right? If you shine, I shine too. Yeah. Right? I don't mind how much spotlight you get. And if we both shine, Buffalo shines. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that's the mindset I move with.
Right. So tell me about your entertainment company. Like, it's like a label? Yes. Okay, so you have a label, and you're looking for artists. Are you looking for artists?
I'm in the process of signing one right now.
Okay.
So 2024, I'm definitely going to have at least one hip hop artist. I want to either find an R&B group or an R&B female to sign to. So
yeah, and you know what? An R&B group in Buffalo would be dope. Super. I have yet to really see like people come together as a collective and have like, you know, a group like back in the day. There's all these different groups. Like now it's just like everybody just like independent, or they're like working under a label as an independent or something like that. Like, so I would love to see that. I mean, like for anybody that's watching, like if y'all got talents, like as music artists, R&B artists, we need to see some Destiny's Child or something up in here. You know what I mean? Like I would love to see it. I remember when I was younger, me and my sisters, we called ourselves having a little music group. We like wrote, like one of my sisters was a rapper, and then me and my other sister was the singer, and and everything like that. And that was so fun.
Exactly.
So what motivates you to strive and be what you are as a businessman, as an artist, as an entrepreneur? What motivates you to keep pushing?
I think the main thing that motivates me is that I've been in, you know, a situation where it was really dark, right? Where I didn't see the end coming, right? And I really had to focus on my talents, right? Because my talents helped me keep my vision past my present situation, right? So I write books, I write movies, I write music. So when I'm able to write and be creative, it takes my mind off of, you know, any situation that might be bringing me down. So my talent motivates me the most, and showcasing into the world motivates me. But what really motivates me is that I want to bring my visions to the world as a boss, right? I don't want to ask anyone to sign me. I don't want to ask anyone, could you publish my book? I don't want to ask anyone, could you fund my movie? Or, you know what I mean? I really want to step into it, because at the end of the day, the know-how to make all these things happen, I already know, right? And if I don't know it, I can learn it, right? So why would I sacrifice, you know, my dream to give someone else a foothold in my town? right? So that's what motivates me. Always striving to do everything I want to do. I want to be, have full control over it. Or if I'm partnered with someone, I at least have 50% control over it, right? And shout out to my brother William Young, me and this brother from Brooklyn, amazing artist. He's also the CEO of Yukon Entertainment. And the things that we create together, and this is what I'm talking about, being collaborative and not being selfish. And, if he shine, I shine. If I shine, he shine. So that's definitely my brother. And we're definitely going to bring some amazing things to the table, movie-wise, music-wise, book-wise, in 2024.
That sounds great. Movie and book-wise. So tell me about, you have a movie in the works. I know you are a published author. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about your books that you have. Was it 2 of them that you have published?
2 of them. So both books were published while I was incarcerated. High Sedity was my first published book. Amazing stories. Like I read a lot, right? So one of my favorite authors is Daniel Stipp.
Okay.
Right? That's not a lot of young black favorite author, but that's one of my favorite.
No, it's definitely a good author.
She's amazing, right? Yeah. And what made me want to start writing is she wrote a book called Fine Things. Right? I read so many of her books, but Fine Things, right? It actually made me want to stop reading her.
Yeah.
Because she is so nice with her pen. She killed off one of my favorite characters early in the book.
And if you're watching this, don't be killing off no characters now.
But when she did it, right, in the emotion she made me feel, I said, that's how I want to write.
Yeah.
If I can't tap into your soul and make you feel something, I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
So that's what Acidity is. It's a drama that you're always looking like, damn, what's gonna happen to this character? It's about 5 female friends and you're following all their lives. They're all high class women, and you're like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen next? So that's
so interesting.
Yeah, definitely. And my second one is called The Perfect Therapy. It's an erotic love story. So you know what I mean. I love like just let my mind take me where it takes me and just go. So 2024, I have a book being published called Before, right? Totally different from the other 2. It is a contemporary translation of the 4 Gospels of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Right?
That's interesting.
When I was inside, I was taking a theology course, and I read a book from the 60s where a gentleman translated the 5 books of Moses into the language of the time, right? So, where the 4, right? I love the Bible. I'm not a Christian, but I love ancient wisdom. I love all books of wisdom. I read them all. So, but I love the 4 Gospels, right? I think that the lessons in there have the power to change lives. So that's why I love it. So, like in the on the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said, it has been written that thou shalt not commit adultery. But I tell you, even if you're looking at a woman with lust in your eyes, you have already committed adultery with her in your heart. So in the 4 I translate, and this is how I translated all 4 books, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The old heads used to say you should not cheat on your shorty. But I say even if you're checking out another chick, you have already cheated on your shorty.
Right.
Translate the whole books like that. So that's the 4, 2024 that's coming.
Well, for all the men listening, trying to pursue me, take notes from him. Because if you even look at another, I'm joking. So that's interesting. I love that concept of all 3 books, actually. When I was younger, I did dive into a lot of the urban books. I loved to read. I still like to read to this day, but I be just so busy doing so much that it's hard for me to sit down and read nowadays. But I'm definitely gonna get back into that.
Definitely.
But yeah, I love the concept of those books. I'm excited to check them out. Like, where can the people find
So
those?
Hasidity and the Perfect Therapy, you could get them on Amazon.com. Hasidity was also published by Ex Libris. So exlibris.com and definitely Amazon.com. Or just put it in Google, it'll come up somewhere because they be bootlegging my joints.
Well, he said Google them.
Right, they be bootlegging me. Hasidity by Shamel Thomas, you'll find it.
What? Okay. We're going to definitely tap in with that.
Yes.
Okay, so just on another note, I want to know a fun fact. I usually like to, tap in with my guests to see if there's any interesting information that you can provide for the audience. Because, we hear your music and everything, but it ain't nothing like tapping in with that person to see where they head at. So what's a fun fact that you could say that people may not know about you, but you'd be willing to disclose?
That you don't know about me. Probably that I'm very sensitive, right? I'm a Gemini.
That is what I'm a Gemini, so you don't even gotta explain no more, okay? Listen, Geminis are the goats, and yes, we are very sensitive.
Yo,
but,
for real. And I'm super tough in a lot of situations. Like, I've been through it all, so when strength is required, I'm there. I'll hold it down. But it just you can't hide from yourself, right? So in certain situations, you could be watching a movie or a show or someone says something off the wall that normally wouldn't hurt you, but that shit hurts you bad. Like, why would you say that to me? Or what's wrong with this movie? Why would they do that?
But you know what? I'm just overly sensitive sometimes, and I gotta really get out of that because I'm like very empathetic. Like I take on people's emotions and everything, energy and everything. Like I could be walking into a room with the highest spirits, and if somebody is just like super sad or super angry, I absorb it, and like I really need to stop doing that. Even with movies and stuff, I cry at the simplest.
Yeah, for real. I feel you. I'm with you.
I cry I cry if the kid done dropped they toy in the river and it flew away. Like I'm like, oh my god, that shouldn't even have happened to the kid. Oh, I want to get him a new. But I'm like that with my kids too. Like my daughter, all she got to do is pop her bottom lip. And it's a wrap after that.
Everybody calls me a sucker. Everybody calls me a sucker. My daughter's 7. They're like, yo, she got you wrapped around her finger. I'm like, nah, she don't play with me. They were like, yeah, right. You do everything. And she like the only one that could like get me there though. Like full blown, like, why are you acting so crazy? But that's my baby. She definitely gets me like that. But to touch on the point you just made is that in business and trying to achieve the goals that we are doing, you got hustle season, you got Kitty Boutique, I got the things that I'm working on. The type of spirits that we have, right? We have to be extra vigilant and careful about that, the empathetic part, right? Because people will use that, like, and get us so far off course that we don't even know how to get back. So, it's a struggle being a Gemini. It's a struggle having a duality. But business-wise, you gotta stay firm to, this is what I'm doing. What you're talking about, I don't care about because I'm focused on what I'm doing.
And I like I've done a few projects to where I definitely was like, okay, nah, I need to put on thick skin this go around. And I've gotten a lot, like when I do that, because people see like my softer side and they see my caring and empathetic side, whenever I put my foot down and be like, nope, this is how I want it done, I've gotten responses like, oh, she's a bitch. Or, oh, she's trying to control things, or, things like that. And I be trying to explain to people, no, like sometimes I be having to put on that tough skin because it helps me complete whatever project that I'm doing.
That's right.
Like I was doing this web series out here in Buffalo, and it was like a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and it got to the point where I didn't even want to show up, but I wanted to be a part of the series so bad that I showed up and I just kept to myself, or like I was just firm on completing the project. I'm like, I don't really want to touch nothing else. I came here to record this episode and leave. And then it turned around and they were like, oh, she's a bitch, or oh, she's trying to control things. And it's like, no, like I'm not like that. Like, you know, like unfortunately this is the persona that I have to put on when I'm completing certain types of projects and working with certain types of people.
When the energy is off.
Yeah,
right?
like so I can't be like super passive all the time. Like, and people don't understand that. So I definitely know what you mean. Like, as you know, us being the empathetic people that we are, we do definitely have to be careful in that area. And I'm still learning that to this day.
Definitely. I don't think we'll ever stop learning that because, you know, we're definitely going to always run into situations where we didn't see it turning out the way it turned out, right? And there was probably a sign that we missed, but we'll get better at it.
Right. So is there anything else that you want the people to know about Barz? I am excited for people to see this interview, to hear everything that you have going on. You're definitely like what I would consider a serial entrepreneur.
Thank you.
That's dope. So is there anything that you want the people, anything else like that you have going on that you want the people to know?
Definitely. Got a couple new visuals dropping for the cook-ups. They're coming out soon. Working on a couple movie projects in 2024. 2024, I plan to be seriously busy.
We're going to see you everywhere, huh?
So please believe me. If I'm not acting funny, if you're looking for me and I don't hit you back, I'm not acting funny. I'm going hard, definitely. We will definitely have a couple books, definitely a couple music. Movies, definitely a couple artists signed to the labels with project, and definitely some more new music from me in 2024.
Okay. Yeah, and so before we wrap everything up, I want to touch on the movie a little bit. Are you producing it and directing it?
No. Okay. I am in charge of I wrote all the screenplays for it. Right. It's a series of short stories that's gonna come into a bigger, greater movie at the end. And there's also going to be individual movies. It's a poker project. It's about black men and women in the poker industry. Right, very under represented, right, in the masses of poker. So we're bringing that to the limelight. Like, listen, we play this game too. We love this game too, and here go our stories. How we started. We got some amazing stories from people all over the country. So that would start shooting that in about April.
Ooh,
right?
Interesting.
So, so we definitely gonna have that coming too. So I'm in charge of all the screenplays are done, and I'm in charge of all the soundtrack for the movie.
Oh, interesting. So with the soundtrack, are you adding? Are you reaching out to artists?
Definitely.
Okay. And I know that some people have music already recorded that could probably relate to even if they don't record a song for the soundtrack. Some people already have music recorded that could correlate with the soundtrack too. So that's dope. And the casting will be available to Buffalo. So
the casting is happening in Virginia. Okay. Right. So we're going down there to shoot. Okay. We're but we will be in New York doing some casting. Okay. Interviews and stuff on in March. There's a big poker tournament in March at Turning Stone. That's in Verona, New York, about 2.5 hours from Buffalo. So, you know, we'll definitely be doing some interviews there. So I'll definitely reach out and put some information
catch
out.
me at those
Definitely.
Yeah, y'all know I always try to be involved. What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna need to know the time, the day.
There you go. I got you. You already tapped in forever.
Everything. Okay, well,
Tapped in forever.
it was so nice having this
Appreciate
conversation with you. You definitely is a vibe. Everybody check out, tell everybody where they can find your music, find the cook up that you just dropped December 1st.
The cook up on all streaming platforms. Please visit my website, barzbanga.com. You get exclusive content there. We got some merch coming in 2024 too. And make sure to follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, Barz Banga, everywhere Barz Banga. You know what I mean? The branding is official. Just put Barz Banga and you'll find me.
That part. Right. And make sure he will be having some music on our Hustle Season playlist on YouTube.
Let's go.
So yeah, make sure y'all press that subscribe button. Subscribe for updates on new episodes and interviews. Kitty Quinn Productions. And Barz stepped into the Black Room with Stags. So, and he killed it. So to tap in after this interview, we will be showing that actually right now, so tap in.
Tyree, you crazy. Listen.
She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die. She gon' die for the pesos. She go low. No hands on the pipe though, cause it's tatty YOLO. And she so vocal. I mean Shania Twain. I mean Adele. When it swells, she gon' do a thing. Cash App is her name, and Zell was her mama. Let some niggas broke and sick, call her head trauma. Her grip is the best, her rhythm finesse. Can swallow a 40, Swiss shorty is blessed. But nothing is free, she something to see. Put that paper in her hand, she hide and go seek. She merry go round, they like let it go now. She snatching their souls, so wicked and foul. So pretty and real, so gritty and ill. If you record, another bro couldn't copy her skills. I call her headshot sniper. Her dive game is insane and I like her. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for the pesos. She gon' die for the pesos. She gon' die. She gon' get it. I mean a Brooklyn minute. I mean a New York hour. Mama gave her too much power. Her body is stacked. Her mind on them rack. Them call her a bitch, but she don't roll with a pack. She know what she want, could tell what you got. So if she talking to you, you got a hell of a shot. Them lips hell of a plum, she got a hell of a rump. And if you paying hush money, you better be Trump. You better be Elon with that space bread. Brains out of this world, I call her space head. Don't call her for hugs, she take none of them drugs. They all think they her man, she said none of them was. But she calling them daddy, she hopping the caddy. Finish them off, get her bread without leaving the attic. I call her headshot sniper, her dive game is insane and I like her. She gon' die for them pesos, she gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos, she gon' dive. She gon' die for them pesos, she gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos, she gon' dive.
People showing they true colors, cut them off quick. Once I'm on some shit, it's hard to get me off shit. I ain't in my feelings, I've been on some ball shit. Lately I've been ballin' like I play for Boston. They been talking about a player like I lost it. But I keep the money running like a faucet. Now it's time to win, we took too many losses. Finna kill these niggas, they gon' make you hurt and you should heal it. Hit out your feelings, love the sound of money, hard to sleep, I always hear it. You gotta give me high five, I'm top five, yeah I'm one of the best in the city, them not lies.